People were concerned about some of the things that had occurred and whether they were handled appropriately and whatnot. I took it upon myself to hire two former deputy chiefs from Philadelphia, both of whom are published and both of whom trained, to take a complete and close look at that and report back to me. I announced at that time, when I said that we were doing that I was going to let the chips fall where they may, get the report, make it public, get it out to everybody, and we can begin to deal with it. I got the report, I guess, about the middle of last week. Today, I met with the firefighters union at 9 this morning. A couple of members of their executive committee, the president of the union, Kevin Ressler, and a couple other members of the executive committee, and shared it with them. I told them I couldn't let them take the report until I gave it to City Council. I felt it was only appropriate that City Council was the first to see it. In addition, I called the representative of the family of the two individuals who were killed in the fire and told him what the findings were. And basically they opined that by the time the firefighters got there, both the woman and child were dead. And the executor at the woman's estate, who was their cousin, I believe, indicated to me that he had seen the autopsy report. The amount of carbon monoxide in the system would lead them to conclude, too, that they had passed by the time the fire company got there, which was a rapid response. Also, this afternoon, under an embargo, we sat down and talked with someone from the Lancaster newspaper and shared it with them that they agreed that they would not release the report to anyone and discuss it with anyone until City Council got a copy of it. I felt that it was important that you guys see it first. This afternoon also I met with Lieutenant Kelly's father and stepmother, I believe, and discussed it and shared the report with them, and they met for an hour or so with Deputy Chief Orcola and also Chief Gray. I indicated when I asked for this report to anybody that would cooperate, there would be no discipline involved, that we would take the report and we would look at it as a proactive tool to resolve any problems that were found if there were problems. I also approached the union with the same basis this morning, and President Ressler indicated to me that he would take that back to the membership and see if we could work together. I suggested a committee to implement this, to look at the recommendations. There are 23 recommendations, to tell me which ones they feel, the committee, the union and the administration, which recommendations they felt we should do, which ones they felt we could do, tell me how we're going to do it, and give me a timetable for each one of them. So I have something that I can objectively take and judge. Hopefully, when President Ressler takes that to the rest of the executive committee, they'll be getting on board. The initial indications from him were positive. We didn't want him submarined either with the report and somebody contacting him and not having seen the thing. So we gave them an hour or so to review it, discuss it, and talk with us about it. I have a copy of the report here for everybody on council. I'd ask you to read it and think about it before if anybody contacts you for comment. My guess is it'll be in the paper tomorrow, and there'll be follow-up after that. The paper today asked me what my initial reaction was when I read it, and I told them I was disappointed. That said, we're looking at this as a proactive document. We're not looking at it as, this guy made a mistake, or this should have been done, or that should have been done, because we all know that hindsight is 20/20. We all know, I told the union president, I never read a transcript of a case that I couldn't have tried better than the the guy that tried it, because I'm sitting there in the office saying, we should have objected, we should have done this. Well, it's easier in retrospect. So what we want to do is take this, some of the things will be easy, some of them will be a little more difficult, some of them require extensive training, or basic training again. But I'd like, and I really would like the union to participate in this with us. And let's get together and work together to improve the level of professionalism in our fire department, which I still believe is the best in Lancaster County. So I've got a copy of it here for everybody. Take it, read it, chew on it. If you have any questions, feel free to call me or Chief Gray for explanations of things. We'll take it from there. Okay?
Yep.
Okay.